Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Clearly Ambiguous. Thank you for like, share, comments on the previous video. I'm glad that at least some views are coming. But then again, if you like anything, please share it with at least one more friend. And if you like something, hit the like button as well. It's right there. Subscribe as well. It'll help our channel grow. What are we talking about today? Well, today I'm talking about something which is very sensitive and touchy. And it's why is it become so sensitive and touchy? I have no idea why. Because these days people are hypersensitive about everything. People just can't, people can't even take comedy these days. You have to be politically and dramatically and everything correct all the time. So what I've heard this is like I have heard this word of lingual imposition. Like there is Hindi imposition happening in this country, and then there is colonial lingual imposition. And see, when it comes to colonial colonizers, yes, they will colonize and they will promote their culture over your culture. Come on, deal with it. Right now that you're not colonized, yes, deal with it. Then remove that colonial thing. But the point is, can somebody really impose a language on you? Well, some people who are really messed up here, but they can. Right now, me being an army brat, and I'm sorry to mention this again, but then again, yes, there are a lot of central government employees in this country, right? They are the army kids, and then there are the navy kids, and there are the air force kids, and then there are the IAS kids, and so on and so forth. And mind you, why am I mentioning kids from these? Because their dads and moms are in jobs which they're transferable. So they're traveling from one part of the country to another part of the country, and they do not spend a lifetime there. They end up spending a few years, right? And I don't think so few years are enough for anybody to pick up a language. Some people are really good with language and linguistics. Some people are not, right? So my entire childhood was spent across states, and yes, I could pick up a few. Of course, you always pick up the bad words first. But then again, you do end up adapting to your surroundings. And now I actually remember when I was little growing up, I used to hear this term a lot of times, when in Rome, do as the Romans do, or Jaisa Desh, Vaisa Bhes in Hindi, that is. And sorry, by mentioning that, I'm not imposing Hindi on you. Anyways, okay. Whole different argument. But the point is, now these central government employee kids and all that, they're picking up, they're adapting to cultures, and that's the reason why probably they're so open-minded, like about accepting different cultures. But at the same point of time, there are certain times where I have realized that the expectations certain people have from, there is somebody who belongs to a certain part of this country and travels to certain other part of country to make his living. Because, come on, that's allowed, isn't it? Right? Could this happen in this country where you say what? Listen, let's only have army officers who belong to a particular state be posted in that state. Can't happen, right? It's a mix and match, like, anyways. So, yeah. So then somebody travels and then you need to look. See, I understand that people should have a basic working knowledge of a local culture or local norm. And unless they can get by through their lives, not offending the locals, because yes, of course, you have to live in that community and you cannot offend them as well. But then again, at the same point of time, would we do this to somebody, say, who is probably working in our country and has come from abroad? Would we impose our language and they should understand that language? See, are we China? China says that, right? Do you want to work in China? But then again, even something like China tends to open up because they realize that, you have to communicate. That's the reason why you have translators. You cannot be very aggressive about, and probably if you interact with different kind of people. So yeah, I know I might be digging the hole and I'll fall into it anyways. But what I want to know is because, see, I've realized people have this thing about, that person is outsider. First and foremost, we have to get out of this mindset that, just because somebody comes from a particular state and we'll never be united as one. Like, we keep talking about this unity and diversity, but is there any unity? Why is there so much ambiguity around that unity? Right? So yes, people can be very touchy about. So what I understand, my personal thing is, do not offend somebody. Do not say something mean or bad, because you never know these days. People tend to pick up issues just like that. I don't know why. Why so much aggression? Come on. We are all not here for a very long time. We humans like to really think that we are the masters of everything, but we are not. This rainy season, there were floods everywhere. Humans should at least realize they were not masters of anything. Right? Yeah. So anyway, so we are not masters of anything. And based on our numbers in particular areas, we think we are the masters. No, come on, please. We keep saying, advocating global village, and we need everybody needs everybody. So yes, everybody needs everybody. So just back off a bit, right? You don't impose your language on me. I won't impose my language on you. And by the way, my mother tongue is Punjabi. And trust me, I have heard horrendous abuse of that language. Like at least at Bollywood movies, you should watch what Bollywood does to Punjabi in their songs and their dialogue, because they want to sound kind of Punjabi-ish, right? And they do it to Gujarati as well, trust me. Suddenly everything becomes Kemcho, right? So, come on. So, yes, we can all have fun, right? And why we should rather probably, if somebody has come from outside and probably contributing to, because obviously if somebody is working in a particular place, he is not earning everything and taking it all the way back, because he is definitely buying his vegetables, his food and he's probably supporting the smallest person out there, the smallest shopkeeper out there, because the sabji wala, everybody is not doing big basket still, right? Or Swiggy or Blinkit or so on. Please, I just don't want to be. People say, "Arey, you took his name, you didn't take that one's name." No, okay, so everybody's name. So, yeah, so the vendor, right? So, and at the same point of time, even the the cabbies, the rickshawalas and all. If somebody, I'm sure that even if they get somebody from any, whatever it is, they're going to pay you, right? Why can't you be just nice? Hospitality, a little bit of hospitality goes a long way. A little bit of humility goes a long way, right? If you ever end up traveling to some other state and somebody does the same thing to you, you'll not like it. So, yeah, so where is that, unity in diversity, I speak again. And see, right now I'm communicating in English, but then again, my mother tongue is Punjabi, and yes, I love to have a conversation in Hindi, and I'm married to a woman who's from Northeast, and she has her own language, and I understand her language. Of course, you should always know the language that your wife speaks, because you can end up into serious trouble. But my point is that, why can't we just be a little accommodating? Why do we have to, somebody who's traveling and they probably left their home far, far away, and they're working someplace, and they're already a little, they're already a little edge on thinking that whether they are safe and make them feel at home. Because, when these people, and that is where it counts. Because when this person goes back home, the people around them, they are, you traveled there, you stayed in that particular IT hub. And I'm not talking about one particular IT hub, okay? I'm talking about a lot of IT. There are a lot of IT hubs, okay? So, they'll also form an opinion. And would you like that they have a bad opinion about you? So, that's what it is. You can't do tit for tat. It's like, okay, yeah, I'll do this to you, and then obviously somebody else goes back, has a bad impression, and so on and so forth. So that's what it is. See, I'm still saying, like, we need to probably become little bit more accommodating. Okay. And who do you think is going to do that? Because it's you and me who has to do it. Because if you think your political leadership will do it, no, they definitely don't want to do it. because they are having fun. Because you know what? They will pander to the most, you know what, the most aggressive, uh, perverted, skewed mindset, just so that basically they can have some sort of majority and they can govern you, right? So if you're looking towards your political leadership to not widen the gap, no, please, you're looking in the wrong way. And our politicians are reflection of us. We are so divided that that's the reason why our political leaders use it. Oh, these kind of people hate those kind of people, and let's do it. So divide and rule. So I say it again, but yes, we basically keep blaming the British all the time and saying that, oh, the great colonizers, they divided and ruled us. Listen, if you are still using that bloody doctrine right now, and I'm sorry for using a word there, but whatever. If we are still using it right now, we are doing a great damage to our own society. So chill out. And don't listen to politicians. Because politicians tell you don't listen to media. And then media tells you don't listen to YouTubers. Who to listen to? What I'd say is, what I do is, if you think somebody has a bias, I would actually watch somebody the counter bias as well and make sense out of it. Because that's the best thing that you can do right now. You basically want to stay connected as well. You want to be well informed as well. So, yeah. Don't believe everything that you see. Don't believe everything that you hear. And yes, please, let's, not impose. Because, that language bias kind of happens automatically. You travel to a different state in India and you switch on YouTube. YouTube kind of assumes that now that you're in this geographic location, you will only watch advertisements in this particular language. Come on, listen. Imagine for a minute, somebody one day comes from, say, Japan or South Korea, and can happen, right? India is getting a lot of expats working in this country because obviously, yes, we are becoming a manufacturing hub, so on and so forth. And imagine they watch content that in their own language, but they are watching ads in Gujarati or Punjabi of aren't we imposing on? Say, hang on. The governments can do what they want. The politicians can do what they want. Let's basically not get at each other's throat just because somebody is probably moved in and they don't probably understand you. I'll a little bit of humility and probably why don't the one reason I understand a lot of Marathi is because if I didn't understand Marathi, one auntie that I grew up with, right, she used to politely explain what she's saying. And although I'm still not fluent speaking Marathi, but I can understand Marathi. All because of that one lady who was patient enough and, he's like, okay, you don't know this. Whatever you say in Hindi, I will respond in Marathi, and if you don't understand, I will translate it for you. So probably that, yes, it might be time consuming, you might not have time. But then again, aggression based on language, not allowed. See, it is also a form of, I don't know why people do this. Anyways, so you put any word between that and it is, yes, it's a form of that. So don't do that. All right? Let's not be... If you have that jokes, just come on YouTube, record yourself. This is what I do. Anyways, so I hope I was able to make some sense. But if I was not able to make any sense out of it, I really apologize. But I hope if you liked something, please hit the like button. Please mention in comment section about your experiences if you have faced any. And please also write your suggestions, what people should do, right? And how we can be more accommodating to people who come from other states and for education and for work, and how could we make somebody else's, because come on, they're also part of this very country, right? So yeah, how can we make Atiti Doyo Bhava? Probably that is something that we should probably take care of. We can have internal guests as well. Not those shameless uncle aunties who come and end up coming as guests for 2 days and end up staying 14 days. No. Anyway, so thanks for watching. Keep watching. Until next time, you take care.